I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about afraid of the friend zone. Well, have you ever been in a situation where somebody that you were romantically interested in was maybe not feeling the same way, and they were only wanting to be friends? Or there was something going on where you could tell it was leaning towards becoming a platonic relationship when that wasn't what you wanted. Well, it happens to the best of us, and when it happens, it is really, really scary because you don't know what to do, you don't know how to get out of it, and it's tough. Getting out of the friend zone is tough because if somebody has these particular feelings for you, how you get them to change, well, a lot of it is going to be based on your behavior and how you would handle a particular situation. Now, there can be a lot of different small intricacies in that kind of situation depending upon the dynamics of that relationship previously. Obviously, if you'd ever been romantic with them before, it's going to be different than if you had been in a relationship. So that can be a tough situation. And this video is going to focus on a guy that I've done a Skype with. Actually, we did 3. But I'm going to get to that in a couple minutes. I just want to start off with an update from the video I did just the other day. Okay? The video that I did yesterday that it was really, really hard to listen to, called When It's Time to Let Them Go. So the guy who I did that email about, he sent me a follow-up email today. He said, "Hey Craig, thank you for doing the video. It's helped. And some of the comments too. It helped by hearing someone else's spell it out, so to speak. The shop she works at is at part-time in the post office on the main street, which I also live, is just 10 minutes walking distance. That's why I still see her a lot. I've started going to a different and more inconvenient post office now, though." Okay, alright, well that's probably a good idea when the girl that you're seeing is literally crossing the street to get away from you. So I wouldn't want to go to that post office if that's where she's at either. I mean, she's really rude. "You even made me laugh, which I haven't done in a long time. Thanks for that. I have a lot to think about. Normally, I'm a pretty sensible guy, but not a pushover, but none of my past relationships ever went like this, where I was so deeply smitten. You know what it's like. I'm on the other side of the world, so there's a bit of a time difference, but I'll have to think about doing a Skype too. As I say, sigh," and he was like, "Sigh. I have a lot of thinking to do. Thanks again, Craig, for being so prompt. You help a lot of people, and all of them really appreciate you." Well, thank you for the kind words. Oh, there's a little bit more, I'm sorry. He said, "Keep up the great work. Even your jokes aren't that bad." I thought this was a thank you letter. "Even your jokes aren't that bad. Kind regards once again." Well, I appreciate the kind words. And yesterday was a really tough video to do. And I really felt for you. If you haven't seen that one, go back and watch that one. It was rough. The second email is based on a situation where I did 3 Skypes with this guy. One of them was a month ago. Then last week we had another one, and then we had a last minute one today. And the reason so was that his ex reached out to him just a few days ago after our last Skype. Now, he hadn't heard from her in months. She reached out after our last Skype, and then he wanted to do a Skype today to prepare for his date tonight. Okay? So this is a very recent update. He sent me a message on what happened tonight. I asked him to give me an update because I really wanted to hear how this one played out. So this is what happened. He said, you asked for an update, so here goes. I went out with Tanya tonight. Things went well, and she said she had a great time. Alright, I had him really prepared for that. So, we had covered a lot of ground on how to exactly handle this situation. And I thought her interest level was really high leading up to this date. She went to another bar with me and talked at length about things and regrets. She brought up hanging out with the kids, basically invited us to meet them there this weekend at Kings Island. Told me she had a great time and asked me for a hug. Yuck. When we were leaving. So this really bothered him. He obviously dated... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you this. They dated for about a year, and then he kind of broke it off with her. Then 3 days later, he tried to contact her to fix things and get back with her, and then she was like, no, I'm not interested. Then he wound up contacting her, I think it was a few weeks later, and she said that she's dating somebody new and that it was a pleasant surprise. That was kind of a running joke that we kept laughing at, is that how she put, oh, it was a pleasant surprise. So, it was an interesting situation because he broke up with her, didn't want to do it, and then it was too late. So then he went no contact after we talked and we did our Skype and we discussed how to handle everything, and she reached out. So now, obviously, he got the date tonight, and this is obviously the follow-up. If you can't tell, I'm tired, right? Right now it's almost 2:30 in the morning, and I'm really tired, so I apologize. I had a really hard time. I had a couple other ideas that I was working on for videos tonight, and none of them were panning out, and so he happened to message me and told me what was going on. I'm like, this is perfect for a video tonight. Tell me what's going on. So, I'm tired. Forgive me. Alright, here. He said there was obvious chemistry and attraction, and she mentioned how great I smelled. I went for the kiss and got a peck on the damn lips and then a cheek kiss. So, he was really upset by this. This really triggered just some real disappointment, and we messaged just briefly, and he was at the point where he was like, do I give up? Because he was really ready to give up already. She knew I was not happy, which I denied. You didn't need to deny that. You could have been a little bit more honest with her, I think. And I think I would have been like, well, of course I'm disappointed. I love when we kiss, or I love kissing you, or something in the moment that would have flowed. And she said, why are you mad? And he said, it's just been a while. Things seem to be going great, but I feel it was a flop. Not sure I should just let it go permanently or ask her what she wants this weekend. It doesn't have to be an instant relationship, but friends is a no deal. Okay, well, what I was thinking for this is that the reason she may have not gone for the kiss right away is that this is the first time she has seen you in months. And it's got to be probably like 4 months since you saw her, or around that, and you hadn't had any contact with her. I mean, she just recently messaged you, and you set up the date right away, which is good, but I think that she probably just wasn't quite there yet. I don't think she's friend-zoning you. I don't think she doesn't have a romantic interest in you. I do think she is romantically interested in you. I think she just wasn't quite ready for it yet. You know, sometimes people need a little time, spend a little time with you again. I mean, she probably is apprehensive about things and seeing you again and has all these emotions, and, you know, she was dating that other guy, so now it's going to feel maybe a little bit like, I just broke up with that other guy and now I'm back to dating him again. I think there's some things going on here that I don't necessarily think is her trying to friend zone you. I think she probably would have been a little bit more honest with you about just saying, well, like, I'm only looking for friendship, or, you know, maybe backed away a little bit more. I think it was just that she just wasn't ready yet, right? I mean, it takes a little bit of time with somebody, and that tension again. I mean, there's maybe some awkward feelings or things, and she was still trying to process a lot. So you went for the kiss, okay? Now, you got a peck on the damn lips, as you said, and then a cheek kiss. But that tells me, like, she's interested, she's just not there yet. You know, she gave you, if she wasn't like, and then jumped out of the car and ran away, she gave you the peck, and then she gave you on the cheek. Now, obviously, it wasn't what you wanted. You were disappointed, but I don't think it was a friend zone type situation. I think it was just more of a, give me some time. And, you know, you shouldn't have gotten mad, you know. When you get mad in a situation like that, a woman's going to get turned off. She's going to be feeling pressure. And you don't want her to feel pressure. You want to feel attraction. You want to feel the chemistry, not disappointment. So, just, you know, you already got plans. She's invited you out already. Think about that. She already invited you out for this weekend. Yes, the kids are going to be there, but it's difficult for the way your situation is in their situation. It makes sense that the kids were there. The kids had already had relationship and whatnot. So I think that this is a really good sign. Yes, it did not go the way you wanted, but it was only the first time you've seen her in a long time. So don't be so disappointed. You've got what you wanted. She reached out. She had a very high interest level in her text messages. She went out with you, and she's already asked you out again. All sounds like good signs to me. So, if you want to get my help personally, go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. If you like the video, put a like on there, and be sure to subscribe to the channel because I do post videos Monday through Friday. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.